All right, it says we're live. It says we're live. I don't know what that means. I don't know if anybody can see us or hear us. Hey. Going live. Hello, world. I don't even know how to validate if anyone can see us. Let's see. What's this say? I tried to... All right, it says we're live. Yeah. It says we're live, so I guess we should just go with it. So I'm just going to make the screen... Let's see. I don't know how this tool works. There's sound effects. Can you hear those? You hear them? You don't hear anything. I just played sound effects. That's weird. That's what I was worried about. All right, well, let's just roll with it. Let me just pretend like it's regular life. There we go. Hey, welcome to Dooner's World. It's episode 14. I'm your host, Mike Dooner Muldoon, broadcasting from Mayapack, New York. Mayapack. They took a vote on it. They voted on it, and they said it's Mayapack, but that's a white man vote. So I think it's Mahopack. Personally, I feel Mahopack, but hey, here we are, Jimmy. I got one of my best friends, Jimmy Gibson. How's it going, Jim?
How are you?
I'm doing well, man. I've missed you. I know you've been down and out in New Orleans lately.
Yeah, it's been kind of a push and shove and throw you over there kind of a couple of weeks.
Right. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I can see you, and I'm glad you're healthy and well. Hold on. Actually, let me see. Let me hit record here. Oh, we're going to start that over. I didn't record on Zoom, so we're broadcasting live. I don't know if anyone can see us, but we're going to do that again because I got to record on Zoom to make sure I know we're going to have an episode. So let's do that again. 5, 4, 2, 3, 1. Hey, welcome to Dooner's World. I'm your host, Mike Dooner Muldoon. This is episode 14, broadcasting live from Mayapack, New York, 52 miles from the Empire State Building. Hour and a half train ride with a couple 40s and concert tickets. That's usually how I would do it. You came in from Yonkers, so you shaved about 20, 30 minutes off of that ride to go into the city. Well, that was the express, right? If you caught the local, it'd be a little longer, right?
Well, that's all they had where I used to catch it in Yonkers.
See, I lived in New Rochelle, Jim, for about 6 months, and I had that experience. Well, that was about a 20-minute train ride. And having grown up where it was like 90 minutes or 80 minutes, that sucked. And it just reminded me the best thing about that train ride, I saw the Allman Brothers on St. Patrick's Day, front row, 2000. And if there's a first or second tour that Derek Trucks was on the tour with them. He was like 19. And I sat there and he blew Dickie Betts off the stage. And I was like, what is going on? I was like, who is this kid? I was like, oh my God. And it's funny because that leads into one of the CDs. You're going to play a game with me today that you've never played before. You think you own a record store and you have everything. I'm guessing I have 10 CDs here I bought today. And I'm guessing that you don't have one of them. And I want you to pick one. Even if free CDs are free CDs, so you can sell at your store. But I think there's going to be something here you don't have that you want. My challenge to you. But anyhow, one of the main reasons, Jimmy, I wanted to go live tonight. I know I caught you off guard. I'm like, I want to do this. Let's try to go live tonight. I was supposed to have Prescott Niles on tonight, right, from the Knack. Right, so Prescott and I have been talking. I've been having wonderful conversations with him, but he's canceled like 3 times now. Right, each time he cancels, he offers a new insight, a new cool story. So, one time he said, "Oh, did I tell you about the 2 days I spent with George Harrison recording the soundtrack to a movie?" I was like, "No." Okay. Other time, Velvet Turner, Jimi Hendrix's protege. Did I tell you that I made a band with him? And one time I was on stage and I looked over and Jimi Hendrix was playing. No. So, real cool cat. So today, Jimmy, he had to cancel again. He had something coming on. We were going to do it. So he calls me and says, I had a vision to do this show on... So Doug, the lead singer of the Knack, who, rest in peace, he passed away. His birthday's August 20th. So Prescott's like, hey, let's do it on August 20th. And he's like, and let's do it live. And I was like, I haven't done live before. That's why I tried to do it tonight. I don't even know if we're live now, but we might be. We're not. If not, I'm sorry. If we are, hey, how you doing? I'm going to be practicing the live thing so that by the time August 20th comes, we're going to have a kick-ass show for Doug's memory. And I'm going to have Prescott on. He's going to tell a lot of cool stories beyond the Knack. And yeah, so that was the main reason why I was like, let's do it. Let me give it a shot. I've never done live. Once Prescott was inspired and had his vision, I said, you know what? I got to get off my ass and try this. I tried it once on episode 6. I went live on Mother's Day, Jimmy, right? And I had Andre from Project Object, Ed Palermo, and it was a Mother's Day thing, and it was great. And I went live, and none of the viewers could hear the guests. They could hear me and see me, see the guests, but not hear them, right? So they were like, and Andre had people, and Ed had people, and it's like, let's try to fix it. And I was like, we got to do the show. So I said, sorry, I won't do it again. I was like, I won't go live again until I know what I'm doing, and I lied, because here we are. But anyhow, so dude, how's the record store going? I'm a weak man. I have weaknesses. I'm trying. How's the record store going, man?
Hanging in there. You know, the heat is definitely keeping people away, but that would keep people away even without a pandemic. So.
Yeah. Well, that's tough. So you ready to play the CD game? I want to play the CD game with you. It's gonna be fun. I have 10 CDs in, and they're all kind of interesting, so we may have to talk a little bit about each of them. Okay. Warning. And just actually, let me tell everybody how I set the vibration for this show with you, Jimmy. You want to see? I'm going to show you. I started with this, which I emailed with Ian today. I ordered some more records. The Kariki, the album, which if you look, it's got the cool "Hello, Mike" from Ian. Ian Mackay, my person. I love him. I ordered a few more records. I said, we signed him and stuff. Of course I'll sign him, but he's going on vacation, so I hope he has a good time. So I played that, and then I was like, all right, started getting close, and I'm like, all right, I had to go here. I played both sides. We Are 138, Bullet, Hollywood Babylon, Attitude, Horror Business, Teenagers from Mars, and Last Caress. Boom. Oh, I got to ask you about the poster you have. You have the poster from Suicidal, Danzig, and Metallica, Jones Beach, 90-something. It's like it's black and white, small little thing. But I was there. Were you at that show? No. Oh, is that an expensive poster? Tell me it's worth $1,000. Oh, I got it. That's the one time I saw Glenn with Metallica. I have another story that I had my chance to see Glenn do Misfit songs. Right? He was this was 8 years ago. It was one of the shows where it was Danzig solo, but he had Doyle coming out, and they were doing the 4 or 5 song set at the end. So me and Silem had tickets. We're going down. It was in October. Ice storm hits. And Jim, you'll relate to this because you grew up in Yonkers. I grew up here. If we got on a train, we got to where we needed to go every time. There was no whatever. Dude, we get on the train. Ice storm. Trees on the tracks. We get stopped in Mount Kisco for 4 hours. Right? I end up going to the pizza place. I go to the bodega. I get a beer. I go to the bodega. I get another beer. I go to the bodega, get another beer. I'm like, holy cow. Eventually, luckily, we had the technology. I was able to send the PDF of the tickets to his friend who was in the city already. But so I missed my opportunity to see Glenn doing the Misfits. But maybe when I saw that poster, I remember him opening up for Metallica. And Metallica kind of brought him back, right? They kind of to the mainstream. I was buying the 7 inches and whatnot, but they brought him to the mainstream, right? Yeah. Right. They'd still be as influential because the right people knew about them, but Metallica brought them to the larger mass consciousness and made them aware of it. All right, let's go. So the first one. So, dude, this is the record store. It's the music store that rendered Charlena to me. So Putnam County Music's they're right down the street from me. Dave and Gus. So Dave's been there more than Gus. So I had given up on CDs until Marty passed. He had a great CD collection. My mom gave her awesome, those $500 Bose systems. Uh-oh. I hope it's someone good. Tell me, come on. Probably try to sell you something. So I ended up getting killer CD player, a Bose, one of those, $500 compact killer Bose systems. So I've been playing Marty CDs and my old CDs, which I have a good collection. I knew what I was thinking. I knew what I was doing. But I realized that Putnam Music had records, and I started diving into the records. But then today, for the first time, I went into the CDs. And their CDs, Jimmy, are $1 or $2 for most of them. Right? So here's what I found. You get to pick one. Mark Lanigan Band, Phantom Radio. Screaming Trees. I don't know this album at all, but it was $1. Look at that cover, too. Look at that cover. I haven't heard it. I can't wait to check it out. This is one I remember seeing, and I know I listened to it a little bit, but I never really digested it. So, Izzy Stradlin.
Yeah, that was a solo record.
Right?
Actually, it did sell a little bit when it first came out.
Right. I remember coming out. I think I was at Platters when it came out.
Could be, yeah, could be. It came out not just like a year or two after he left the band. So.
Right. Right. Good one, right? This one was amazing. It ties into my Derek Truck story. Look at this. Susan Tedeschi, solo. An oldie. Oldie but goodie. Yep. I can't wait to check it out. Really cool. This one cost me $2. Now, this one's interesting because you know me. I'm a Fish freak. I've seen Fish 140 times. I love the Dead. This is a band that I saw once at Middletown. It's part of the Horde tour. Fish were there. It was the first time I had like a real spiritual meeting of the Fish vibe. And Widespread Panic had played earlier, but I never really got into them. Never really caught on to them. A lot of my friends are like diehard. My buddy Matt met the singer in the restaurant. I know they're like, people love these guys, so I'm going to give them a chance. Give love a chance. Yeah, yeah. Now, this one's a local guy. He plays Daryl's house a lot, and I really want to have him on my show. You might even know him. Papa Chubby. Oh, he's steeped in the blues. Looks like look, that's a young Chubby. Really? So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This one is just one I didn't have, and I don't even need to see much. I know you have it. You have it and everything, but Are You Gonna Go My Way? Classic. Look at that beautiful dude. Look at that beautiful dude. Now this one, hey, he's a beautiful dude. It is what it is. His facts are facts. This guy, I bought two. This dude's so badass. I bought two. He made a couple albums with my boy Mike Gordon from Fish. Leo Kottke. Man, can that guy play a guitar? Does he know how to play a guitar? Right, so I had to get two. So I got two Leo Kottkes. $1. Yeah. Now this one, so every year, Jim, my family goes to the Outer Banks. We rent this big house by the beach. It's kind of our live like the other half kind of week. And we've done it for 15 years. Yeah, my daughter turned 16, so 15 years. And it's canceled this year. We can't go. Right? We rented the house because of the risks. Too many people in our family with the quarantine. They're nurses, cops, my wife. Like they would have to take a month off after they came back, so we can't go. But I bought this because this will just make me feel a little bit like vacation if I. But there's always a time for Jimmy Buffett. There's always a time. Sublime covered that. Sublime covered that song, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because Buffett has the Buffett heads similar to the Fish heads and the Dead heads, which, so in my community, in my tribe of Fish, I've always been like, who are those Buffett people? I've never seen them. I know I would have a blast at a Buffett show. Probably too much fun, I'm sure. I'd end up with a tattoo and who knows what. But I'm going to go there someday. So this one, I don't know if this is a local thing, if everybody knows who this is, but double CD, Dr. Demento, 25th anniversary. The first song is Smells Like Nirvana by Weird Al. Double disc, $2. Perfect shape. Jim's a popular guy. Jeez. That's pretty cool, though. I'm excited about Dr. Demento. It's pretty cool. Now, these next two are by the same band, and this is where the record collector in me came out in me for CDs. I'm boring you, Jim. I'm sorry. All right, so you look at the CDs, and they were stacked. And whenever you see Japanese writing, I'm like, ooh, what's that? Right, so these two, I'll show them at the same time. 2 Four Seasons Japanese imports, $2 each. Right, you got Sherry and 11 other hits. I Can't Give You Anything But Love. Yes, Sir, That's My Baby. The Apple of My Eye. Awesome. Japanese import. and Eight Out of Shame and 11 others. Marlena, Candy Girl. So what do you think? Do you have all of those?
In the store, I have a few of them. I have like
Uh,
the Real Cocky, the Widespread Panic.
do you want one of them? Because usually I give guests an opportunity to take one. It's a steal a disc. Oh.
Listens to both our shows, and they want them for free.
There you go. There you go.
Gifts from us.
There you go. Good heart. Good heart. So, Jim, funny story. Dave, who's the guy I bought these discs from earlier today at the record store, I had a conversation with him last week, and I said, I was talking about Prescott or one of the bass players coming on, and I said, well, who's your favorite bass player? You know, I said, Jocko's mine, right over there. Can reply to him. And I said, who's yours? And his answer was John Entwistle.
Yeah, a lot of people say John Entwistle.
Who's your favorite bass player? Who's your favorite bass player?
I guess John Entwistle.
All right, so that's two people that have said that. So,
But see, then again, it depends. You know, you put on a. If I'm in a mood for Ear and Rush, and I put that on, like Eddie, then he's the greatest bass player.
wow, and he's taking care of keyboards and bass, right? He's
The kind of thing that just it's all relative. But as far as like a bass player who's playing that I enjoy and his songs, well, probably Entwistle.
right, right. Now you have some things brewing around John Entwistle. Can you talk about them or not?
Not yet. We're still with the final okay.
Okay, so there's some things out there for Eddie Entwistle fans. That slows things down.
Oh yeah, always does.
Yeah, yeah. So how's your show going, brother? How's Big Jim Gibson Records show?
Good. I actually was supposed to tape a show today, and I was asleep during it, so I gotta try to set it up. We've each canceled, I think, 4 times.
I had that happen. I slept an hour and a half through when I was supposed to have a show, and I woke up. I was like, I made coffee and apologized and had the show, but it happens, brother. It happens.
Yeah, I've got a lot of other shows lined up. It's just the hard part for me is between, the store taking so much of my time, and then,
Right.
just life. It's hard to find the time, to do these things. That's the trick.
Right. Right.
I will be doing. I'm gonna have Mark Arminsky on soon, poster artist.
Oh, awesome.
He's gonna be on doing the show. I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna have. Actually, I still have to post the last show that I did a couple of weeks ago with Uncle Mike, DJ Uncle Mike. He's been in the music business in New York City for 25, 30 years.
Wow.
And now he's kind of a big name DJ, and he's one of the associate producers of that new Brian Jones documentary.
Oh, you told me. Okay, yes, you told me about him. Yes, awesome.
And it's funny, we did an entire show. We did like 45 minutes of talking. We didn't mention the movie once.
You forgot your main topic. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
He just has so many great stories and so much stuff
Right.
to tell.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. I've had some, really, really cool people on doing the shows, and it's been, it's just some of these guys. It's like, oh man, I want to talk to them for 10 hours.
Yeah.
We all get tired of that.
Oh, someone you mentioned that you were thinking about, dreaming about having on. I read about today, Ian Anderson. I read about him in Zappa, and I guess Ian loved Frank so much, and he was devastated when Zappa put out like a zinging like remark about Tull and about him, and he was like broken down. I felt so bad. I was like, because I love Ian Anderson. I love him. And I would always feel bad for any Zappa fan that would get shot down. Oh, Jim, speaking of Zappa, did I tell you my story about the Zappa book, my signed Zappa book? Oh, you're going to like this. So, the other day, Tuesday. Right, so I got it, and it was my prized possession. I had a book signed by Frank, signed on the picture of him in a wheelchair, which was when he got knocked off the stage in London, which ended the Flo and Eddie period. So I was like, oh my God, I should have this. I needed money the other day. Like I just had things going on. I was traveling, and so I'm like, all right, I'm going to put this up. I need a couple $100. So I put that up, my Tom Waits CD, a couple things. Within 10 minutes, I sent an email out. I didn't do eBay. I sent an email out to my friends, And I said, look, I need this in 2 hours. I'm going to do a 1-day auction. Within 10 minutes, I got contacted. A dude said, I want the book. And I offered it a real good discount for what I paid. And he says, after I talked to him, and he was in Sherboka, Briarcliff, he was close to us. And I was going to Long Island, so I was like, this is perfect. And then he tells me that he's buying the book for his dad who's terminal. And I was like, oh. So not only did he get the book, he got the Frank Zappa coloring book that I bought from Frank's website, which is hilarious. He got the hot dog of Frank that I got at the hologram show. He got 4 pictures of Frank, and we're talking about something, try to do some kind of Uncle Ike thing to, bring some Zappa love to this guy. And he sent me a picture the other day of him and his dad with these things, and like it's like that just made my heart. I know you know how that made me feel. Like, oh man, like that's everything I've done was like worth that moment. It was so cool. It was so cool. And I know that's what you're about too. So it's spreading the love and the joy. And so what's anything going on with us with the store? You talked about a poster show.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing posters. I used to do them quite a bit. Maybe 10, 15 years.
Where there's gold down in the hills in Big Jim Gibson's record store. I've seen it. I've been mining with my axe trying to get back into that gold. Right.
And just as a way of showing off, letting them see in person what these posters look like. Because some of them are just so stunning. They're incredible, as you can see from the back there.
Everything you're looking at. Oh, no, the middle one. The middle one's not from you. The one of the band's not from you. The Tom Waits is. Jocko is. The LSD's not. That's for my friend Phil. Hey Phil, how's it going, brother? Dead Kennedys is, and that's like the most beautiful poster I own. And Pink Floyd is, of course. And you know, it's funny. It's there's a lot of people where it bridges between punk rock and Dead and Fish scene. For instance, Jim, I've been digging into Fugazi, right? You know, I bought the live thing. I've been like really listening to them deeply, and I've discovered so many things. First off, they never had a set list, right? And they felt the energy and made the show. That's what Fish does. That's what Fish has been all about their entire career. I discovered something last week when I was watching that I didn't realize. I don't know if many people realize. They alternated between an Ian and a Guy song every time. They would alternate because Ian and Guy were the singers.
Yeah.
So they would alternate. Ian would sing a song, and then Guy would sing a song, and then Ian would. You know who else did that? Jerry and Bob. Jerry and Bob, the Grateful Dead. The Grateful Dead would make up a set list. They would have a set list, unlike Fish and unlike Fugazi. But what their set list would be a Bobby song, a Jerry song, a Bobby song, a Jerry song, just like Fugazi, which is weird. Like so, you know, and. Right. True. Well, Ian's voice was going to be shredded no matter what at the end of the show. And Guy, too. Yeah, did you watch the documentary where he's hanging upside down on the basketball net singing this song? That's the coolest thing ever. Oh, yeah, it was badass. It was total badass. Jim, did you watch the when Liberty was on my show yet? Dude, you gotta watch it. I told you about it. I brought your Beatle legacy to Billy Joel's drummer, David Peel. I said, do you know who he is? Went through the whole thing, explained the album you put out, the 7-inch, and offered him number 1 or number 9. He chose number 9 because he's a badass and he knows. I told him about Drunk John Lennon, and he cracked up. And I gave him one of those Beatles love posters, the ones that you gave me. I have a problem. You keep giving me cool stuff, and I keep giving it to other cool people. I'm running out of money to send it though. I keep giving stuff away, but I don't have any money to ship it now. So, it is what it is. I tried that. It didn't work. So we have to get back to Weirdoville. Speaking of weirdos, I miss Malcolm. I miss you. It's been a while since we've done a show together, but we got to do another episode. I think we're up to did we do 2 or 3? We either did 2 or 3 of them. 2. Right. I'm ready to move on, though. And actually, I was talking to Tony Praddock to see if he might want to. He has a label. He's a friggin' weirdo.
Yeah, I mean, you could even probably talk to about with some of them
Well, that's what I'm saying.
around to a lot of it.
Right. As far as his weird, he's overachiever as far as his weirdo credentials, for sure. Yeah, he would out weird all of us, I think, which is great. I think we might have to bring him in. Yeah. I want the tornado of weirdness just to get crazy. Ooh. Did you see the video? Did you see the video that I think it's Chris made, that rapper? Oh man, it's so good. It's so good. You got to go watch that. It's really good. It's really good. That's what made me want to have Tony on. Chris is. I want to have Chris on my show too.
Sure. No, I remember Chris, hanging around Rock and Rex back in Yonkers, school there.
Yeah.
Big part of that crew, and I just remember I said, when he finally gets, his stuff going, it's going to be really good because he's a very creative guy. Now Tony left off some of the tapes at the store. I haven't had a chance to listen to them.
Oh, cool.
We have his tape, Chris Jackson's tape at Big Jim's Records right now.
Cool.
There, I have no idea. Find out.
What else you selling? What else you trying to promote at the store, Jimmy? What else is
Man, I got records galore. I got more records than I know what to do with. I run out of room already.
Mm,
It's just overwhelming. And then, now we're going to be putting more of the posters out for sale.
good.
Them out
Good.
on a regular basis so people can see them. And but it's just endless amounts of work. And unfortunately, with my health, I can't get in there nearly enough to do it all.
Right. Right. Well, you got to figure out how to let me help more. I want to help more. I know.
Even like the guys that work there, I have them all doing the most they can do, and it's still
Right. Right. We need to clone you and have 4 of you. One's on the couch. One's on the couch taking a nap, and the other 3 are off doing the work.
it's tough. But I mean, it'll all get done eventually.
Yeah. I'm sure it will. All right, so let me take a look at my board. I got, what's today? So tomorrow, Jimmy, I'm playing my first concert. I'm doing a little mini fish pop-up gig for a birthday. I got hired to play. I think Charlena, either acoustic or Charlena. I'm having KT Welty on, who's another podcaster, who is a very she's a CBD representative and proponent. She sells products and is really backing the good cause of CBD and trying to help folks with that. So I'm gonna have her on. Thursday, I'm gonna have Ralph Hewlett. He's the photographer who took that who picture that I gave you, right? So Ralph's amazing. Can't wait for him to come back on. Gonna take a few days off, and then I'm gonna have. Do I have her booked within reach? I don't. Pauline Butcher Bird, right? Who was Frank Zappa's secretary from '68 to '71. So I've been really digging in. Actually today, reading a lot. So the first time she met him, she typed the lyrics to Absolutely Free, and then went out and had an amazing experience and offended Eric Clapton. And then the second time she met him, like a year later, was after his Royal Albert Hall performance. And like she went up after the show, and he was like, "Hey, you have your car? Let's go." And got in her car and went. Like it's her intimate relationship, and in a platonic, professional way. It's inspiring, and I think it's a Zappa story that a lot of people like me have wanted to hear. Everybody hears about the weird Zappa. This was the Frank that saw a young woman with a bright mind who challenged him, and he headed her on intellectually, and it's amazing, Jim. It's unbelievable, and she's going to come on and talk about it. So really psyched about that. I got Neil Schwartz, who's a college planning a professional down in Westchester. He's actually helping my daughter right now. So he's going to come on and tell us how he used to help kids, how he helps kids now to get ready for college in the new frontier. Daniel from Rock U. So my wife brought me this guy, gave me his information. It's kind of like a School of Rock thing, right? This guy's outside of Philly, but it's called Rock U. Amazingly talented folks. So, Jim, I went in their site, and the first thing I watched was a version of Life on Mars, right, with the female singer and Daniel, Daniel, I think, on guitar, and then drums and keyboard. Unbelievable. And they teach kids, and they have instructional videos of like how to play like Custard Pie and like all these Zeppelin tunes. I'm like, I'm coming back here with Charlena in a couple hours. So he's coming on. Prescott Niles, which I just talked about, we're going to be live on Doug's birthday, the lead singer, rest in peace from the Knack. That's going to be phenomenal. He met Jimi Hendrix. He saw Jimi Hendrix, went to Woodstock, stayed till Monday morning, saw the Hendrix set. Yeah, he's got some. And so the last time he canceled, I told you about. First time it was like the Harrison story. Oh yeah, I spent 2 days with Harrison. I'm like, thank you. Okay. Last time, Jim, he's like, oh, did you know I was in a band with Matt Sorum? I was like, no. So yes, he was in a band. Population 5. I have to look it up. He was in a band with Matt Sorum at some point. So this guy's got such a crazy. Plus, he was in the Valley Girl. He was part of the Josie Cotton band, right? So it's looking forward to that. We're going to be live again. I don't know if I'm live. If I am, hi. If I'm not, you'll see this posted. Happy Hour Heroes. Me and my fish buddies getting a little silly talking about a fish show. My voice is dying. That's going to be on the 29th. And then we have Daniel Martine, who's a musicologist and DJ down in Memphis. Hardcore blues background. Jamie Martinez brought me him. We're going to do that on Labor Day. I think that's the 7th of September. So, yeah, schedule's filling up, man. This is good. Things are rocking and rolling. I haven't been down to your store. Haven't been down to the store in a while. Got to come down soon. This has been awesome, Jim. Thanks for joining so late and on a last-minute basis. I appreciate it. I had to have you on Dooner's World. You were on Dooner's Guide through Mirkwood, which is now dead. So, welcome to Dooner's World. You still built it, so it's still built on. No, that's gone now. That's what I play. So I started recording a lot and playing a lot. So my wife was like, that's getting in the way. So when I looked at my Dooner's World page, you couldn't see the episodes because I was posted. So I took them out so you could actually see the Dooner's World episodes there. So another thing I did, Jimmy, as I decided, I've been so inspired by Kim and the Muffs. Right, you know how much I love them, and I've even talked to you about that, and I'm overwhelmed with love for Kim. And I've been listening to Kids in America a lot, and I've been connecting with some talented young musicians, and so I'm gonna have a Dooner's Kids in America segment on Dooner's World once a month. I'm gonna have kids take this segment, produce it. I'll help, I'll be on it, I'll do it, but I want them to find other kids, find other talent. I want kids that can sing, play guitar, play the flute, whatever kind of artists, anything like that. So I'm going to have Dooner's Kids in America, and I did brand that in YouTube as well. So I'm trying to just divide and conquer in YouTube to figure out how I can get out what I want to express through the right channels without mucking up the works. So I'm making up as I go along, freewheeling and footloose free. We'll see. I'm having a lot of fun. Oh, so I heard from Liberty's manager. I told him what a great time I had. Tried to get the records back, get the records I gave him, your records to him, and he said he had a great time, and the other boys in the Wards are going to come on. So Randy and yeah. So I'm gonna get some more Billy Joel love, hopefully in the next month or so. Pretty psyched. Yeah, I'm on. So let's catch up again in the morning, Jim. I want to talk to you and conspire for some good things for both you and me. And everybody go to Big Jim's Records down in Buchanan. Great record store. Open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? 5 days?
Yeah, Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 5. Must have a mask.
Yes.
Steel border on Route 9A. Just take Route 9, get up the Wilshire Avenue exit.
Mm-hmm.
Peekskill, and then you go south a little bit on 9A, and on the left-hand side is the big factory building.
It's a very cool shop. Very cool shop.
It is a cave.
Yep, a cave of gold. So go mine the gold. Bring your cash. You guys take credit cards or no? Is it just cash?
Well,
Cash is easier. Bring cash. Yeah.
sometimes it works, and then you get like 3 days of credit.
Right. All right, man. Well, again, thanks for joining me, Jimmy. That's all we got for tonight. Have a great night, everybody. If we're alive again, hi. Hope it went well. I'm going to figure it out before we do the Prescott show on the 20th. But for now, peace out. See you all tomorrow.